Hello everybody, welcome back here for another video. I'm Paula with Paula's Imperfect Plans. Today we are going to go through and do an update of our sinking fund and savings balances as of the end of February. So I have in the left column here what the amounts were at the end of January, so we'll get to see the change. As always, the reminder is that, you know, some of these, or a lot of these, are our envelopes that we spend out of for things like kids and clothes and gifts and home and all of that stuff. So it's cool to see them add up, but at the same time they are also things that, sinking funds so that we are spending them. They are saved up for the purpose of spending in the future. So it is not abnormal for us to see that there is a decrease sometimes in the amounts. With that being said, we will jump in. I meant to do this ahead of time and I didn't, but okay. So for insurance, I'm going to zoom in for this portion so you can see just a little bit more kind of what I have going on here. This was our total of savings at the end of January, and those are all the individual amounts. I am going to do the amounts make sure we do it. And then I'm going to figure out the difference. I don't always do that, and I definitely don't put plus and minus because if we spend out of it, I don't keep track of how much we spend versus how much we put in for things like kids that I know we've added to, but I also know that we have spent from. So I don't keep track specifically of what went in and what came out, but we will look at the difference between the 2 months. I don't have a different pen that I want. I'm being ridiculously picky right now. Okay, so I know that our insurance, that's for 6 months vehicle and homeowners insurance, I know that we are at $975 at the end of February for that. Vehicles registration, we started at $251. We are at $301. That is, for our yearly tags on all of our vehicles. In the Beachbody envelope, I am pretty sure I realized what the amount was going to be, and it was going to be more than I thought. So I had some put towards annual expenses, which going forward, this will not have its own envelope. It will be part of our annual expenses. So I took some of what I had saved for that to put it towards this for June. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 200. So I have 200 saved towards my yearly workout program. For Christmas, I have 100 saved. In vehicle, okay, so then hang on. In Google is 24. Okay, so now let's go back to vehicles for just a second because I have a vehicle fund online. I have an online sinking fund for vehicles as well as a cash envelope. So I need to add up the two to make sure that I have the correct amount. So for vehicles online, I have 616 plus, let's see what I have in our cash envelope here. Towards vehicles, I have 20, 40, 60, 81, 5, 10, 15, 20, 22, $122 in the envelope. Whoops. Which means that 616 plus 122 equals $738 that we have towards vehicles right now. Google has 24 birthdays is in our yearly envelope or our yearly binder here. holiday and annual expenses. 20, 30, 35, 36, 37. $37 we have in birthdays at this time. 37 in birthdays. So now we'll go down to Easter, or go on to Easter. I actually pretty sure I know what's in here, but 20, 30, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. 54 is in our Easter envelope. Mother's Day, 50, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 290 in Mother's Day. $290. Then in Father's Day, I think we have $190 maybe? 20, 40, 60, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1, 2, 192. I would do well to get some of those ones out of there. I probably need to go in and do some condensing soon. Okay, so 192. In our travel sinking fund, we have $643 that is online, and we are putting, we're doing the 100 envelope challenge toward that right now. Let's see, what other ones do I have in the annual binder, if any, that I would need to count? Okay, we are done with that binder. All of those should be accounted for. So now if we come into clothes, is our next one here. In clothes, we have 51, 20, 30, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3. 143, so we still have the same amount there as last month. The next one is gas. That is for gasoline for our vehicles. And it is an online account. And in that online account currently, we have $1,478.40. Kids is another one that we have a cash envelope for money that we need to kind of have readily available, plus we have an online fund. So we have 200 online plus, let's see what is in our kids envelope here. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 146 equals $346 total in our kids sinking funds at this time. Garage, I know we have spent out of some of these. Garage is empty. So garage has 0. Tattoos, we spent out of it, but we might have also added to it. 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, 53 in cash, plus I also have an online sinking fund now for tattoos, as we are sending a little bit more to that every month as we prepare for a larger expense. So I have 184 online for tattoos, which means 184 plus 53 is $237 that I have saved for tattoos. Animals is next. We had 46 last month. This is another one that I know that we spent out of. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in animals. The cat got spendy. Okay, in our emergency fund, we added to it. I added my normal $53 for every paycheck for the 52-week challenge. And I also added our high yield interest, but I had to take $200 of it to cover the rest of the final bill for our project. So, or that's where I opted to take the last $200 from. So our total is $1667.30. So I know that we're down a little bit there, but considering we took $200 out over the course of the month, we've added back in as well. For LP, that is saving up for the propane for our winter heating cost. And right now we are at $264.31. Gifts. We got some gifts. $12 in gifts currently. Home. So previously I had combined that with household. So if you look back in old, any old videos, that would have home and household. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. And that's one that, like, I feel like we're getting low on it. Like, we've spent out of it and I haven't put anything in yet, or in a little while. Okay, so then if we come down to tax prep, I know tax prep has 0 because we spent that. And then hair still has 125. I do have a hair appointment coming up on Monday. I think you'll be seeing this on Friday. And I have a hair appointment scheduled for Monday. February would have been kind of like quarterly from my last one, but it just, by the time I got it on the books, it was March. Okay, early March. So SelfCare is the next envelope that we are checking in. And in SelfCare, we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. $215 in our SelfCare envelope. Plan and budget has 0. Medical is online. It has 160 in it now. And our annual envelope has 0, as does our miscellaneous envelope. So those are things that we still need to be adding to. So I'm going to come in here and we can do this together. We'll look at the difference in these to see where we added money, where we lost money. So this is a difference of positive $325 for insurance, which makes sense because I put $325 away each month for that particular bill. Vehicle registration is a difference of positive $50. Same thing, I put $50 away a month. This is positive $35. Added $35 to that. I added $50 to this. These are all ones that I don't typically spend out of. This one I do though. Okay, 738 minus 646. So we saved $92 in vehicles this month. I'm gonna go in with the black pen and I'm just gonna do that. That's the same because we didn't save any there. That is plus 7. And I know we spent out of it and we added to it in this month. We finished a challenge here to add 24 to our Easter envelope. We also finished a challenge here to add to this envelope. So Mother's Day is positive 150. 192 minus 137. Okay, so we're positive $55 in Father's Day. In travel, that is positive 120. Clothes stayed the same across the board. Gas, 140, 1,478.40 minus 975.40. So $503 was added to the to gas this month. It will, so in March we'll have to pay for the fill that we got in February. So while I'll put money in each paycheck in March as well as my mileage check, I will also have to pay for an entire fill, which I think was like $750 some. So that will fluctuate quite a bit in the next month. For kids, $346 now minus the $271 we had last month is a positive of $75, which actually makes me feel pretty good, even though I know we've spent a good amount out of that this month, to know that we're still positive a good amount. Okay, so now we're getting into the garage. We are negative, or we're down 86 in that one because we spent that. 237 minus 40, so we are positive $197 in tattoos. We are down $37 in animals. We are down, let's see, 1729 minus 1667, 30. We are down 6170 in our emergency fund. We are up 100 in our LP. We are down 19 in gifts, and we are down 16 in home. I don't wanna, okay. All right, and then, so if we come down into our final section, we are down 175 in tax prep. Hair is the same. We are positive 65 in self-care. We are, let's just do this. We're positive 80 here in medical. We are down 34 in plan and budget, and then there is no change in annual or miscellaneous expenses. So I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit, and then I'm gonna do the math of this whole column to see where we're at entirely with all of the savings that we track. I messed up, so subtract 44 because I put the right, okay, plus 9. So our total savings now, if we are including all of these things that we have at the end of February, we have, and put this in a different color entirely, $8,323.01. So if I take that and I subtract it from the, or subtract the 6,848.71 that we started with at the end of January, we have a positive total in savings of $14.74.30. And then this column on the right shows where that was gained and lost in different categories. So that is where I'm at my end of February, beginning of March savings update. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I would love to hear below about your savings goals. And until next time, bye.